All right, so we'll get that going right there. Well, that's stirring. Tell me about who was the most interesting interview and why that you've had so far that you've interviewed?
Most interesting interview? I would probably say Molly. Molly Bloom is the most interesting.
That goes into one of our other questions. Molly Bloom just had she had her biography and her movie come out called, was it Molly's Game?
Molly's Game, yeah.
Good movie. So tell us, how did you first get in front of Molly, and then what was it like?
Yeah, so with Molly, I watched a movie. I think it might have even been opening day or something.
Yeah.
We went and watched it. It was around Christmas time this past year, and as soon as I watched it, I just remember sitting there thinking, like, I have to connect with this girl.
Right.
She's, for my show, Build Your Network, all about networking, like, she did some pretty high-level networking there to make that game happen.
It was, the world's largest private gambling.
Yeah, poker game, and really she did a lot of other gambling stuff out of the room once she started getting the operation going. But yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ben Affleck, Alex Rodriguez, like, all these people are people playing in her games. We're talking like hedge fund billionaires, like just crazy,
right,
high-level networking. And so I was like, that's perfect for my show. And so I reached out, didn't hear back. So I reached out again, and then reached out again, and then she got back to me. But it was one of those like, hey, thanks for reaching out. I passed your info to my team, and they'll let you know, basically. Which is,
did you reach out through social media, through phone, through email?
Social media.
Social media, great.
Yeah.
Hey, at least she acknowledged, said, I'm going to pass it on.
Totally, yeah.
That's there you go.
And which is just code for no, if
right,
you're talking to an influencer that has a team that's, so it's basically like, oh, no, you can't, we're not going to do the show.
Right.
Okay, all right, whatever. So I kept following her on social and everything like that, and then probably about a month later, I reached out again, no response. Then about a month after that, I reached out again. She responded, but nothing went forward.
Right. What are you saying when you're reaching out? Hey, Molly, love what you're doing. Would love to have you on the show. Pretty much the same message each time.
More or less. Always trying to pick out different different pieces of content from the stuff that she's putting out.
Right.
So like I watched the movie the one time, but I didn't stop there. I went and I bought the book, read the book.
Because you probably get more out of the book than you can in the movie.
The book has a lot more details
right,
than the movie does. Yeah. So read the book, and then after I finished when I was like halfway through the book, that's when I reached out and was like, hey, halfway through the book right now, like really, really great stuff. I love how you and pulled out something about
right,
the book. Then after I finished the book, hey, finished, love the book, like really, really, really great stuff, even better than the movie was, which I thought the movie was great, would still love to get you on the show type thing. So then eventually, a month or two back, and keep in mind the whole time, like this is a span from like January to June.
Right.
I've been reaching out.
It's a long pull. Some people, it just doesn't happen. You're grinding away to be able to have high-powered people like this.
Professional persistence, not pushy persistence, because there's a really big difference, right?
Yep.
One of them is really, really creepy and annoying and
stalkerish.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And the other one gets people on your show.
Right.
So, but during that time, I was also making my show better. So you could see the progress from like the first time that I reached out to her until the time that she actually said yes. Like, so she could track that and say like, okay, it's not just a random show that is going to be not putting out episodes.
Here today, gone tomorrow, because that's what a lot of people.
90% of podcasters never make it past episode 13.
Right.
So there's a lot of turnover. So during that time, she saw that the show was growing and everything like that. So when I finally reached out the last time, I think I said something with us like kind of laughing, smiling, like I'm probably just going to keep reaching out like once a month until we just make it happen. So we may as well do it or something. Something like that. And so she was like, okay, well, and she actually put me in touch with her scheduler, like her agent.
Perfect.
Booked it, and then she came on the show a couple weeks ago. So.
Well, face-to-face or just remote?
Remote.
Yeah.
Remote. Yeah.
Where's she based out of, or do you know?
Colorado.
Okay, great. Oh, well, that's where she was born and raised, I believe.
Lives by her family now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great state. I'll be there fly fishing here in about a month.
Oh, yeah.